Wow. 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 Wowee. Oh, wow. Wow is a popular exclamation, largely thanks to its flexibility. While the word seems like it's pretty modern, its history stretches back hundreds of years, and maybe even further. Wow's written history began about 5 centuries ago. The first instance appeared in 1513, written in a Scottish English translation of Virgil's Aeneid. The exact quote is, "Out on their wandering spiritus, wow, thou criest." It's possible that this was a modification, or potentially even a typo, of the Scottish English exclamation vow. As a shortening of I vow, people would say vow to up the intensity of what they were saying. Wow isn't exactly like other words because it does not refer to a specific thing or idea. You can't trace its history back to, say, the Latin vowus, which is not a real word. If you change wow, it becomes a completely different exclamation. This is because natural exclamations are in a category separate from pretty much anything else in language. You don't learn a natural exclamation, you just exclaim it. One study found that natural exclamations are similar across languages because they depend on the facial expressions people make. The facial expression associated with shock or surprise is an open, rounded mouth, which happens to coincide with how a human pronounces the word wow. Wow is an especially common exclamation because the w sound is one of the easiest sounds for humans to make, appearing very early in baby babbling. While sounds like T and K require tough tongue articulations, a W is formed by just rounding your lips. This explains why someone might naturally exclaim wow, but it doesn't cover all the ways the word is used. When someone tells you a boring story and you sarcastically reply, wow, that's not a natural exclamation, it's a very purposeful one. And wow itself expanded from being just an exclamation into other parts of speech. Returning to the written history, wow was in common use by the end of the 19th century, and it really took hold in the 1920s and 30s. In 1920, wow was first used as a noun, and you could say something like, "This music is a wow," like you might today say, "This song is a bop." This noun form is very rare today, though. Wow is still often used as a verb, which was first introduced in 1924 to mean that someone was amazed or impressed by something. There's also a third meaning of wow from the 1930s, referring to an audio distortion when the pitch of recording quickly raises and lowers. In the past few decades, wow has accrued a number of additional subtle meanings in speech and text. Not to mention the brands that have tried to use wow to co-opt feelings of wonder and excitement. But if you followed the line of wow all the way back to the beginning, you'd find some ancient ancestor maybe staring up at the sky, mouth agape, uttering the very first wow.